All right, what is up? Let's see. How's everyone doing? Let me get Whatnot started. We're gonna be doing some demos really quick. Yeah, let's see. Got to get this one started here. Just getting everything set up. Y'all pop in here and let me know if you can hear. I've got my audio on. And let me know if you want to do a giveaway over here on, where we at? Facebook, YouTube. I'm going to get Whatnot going. We're going to have a bunch of giveaways going over on Whatnot. Joe Ellen, how are you doing? Can you hear me, Joe Ellen? Yes. Rose, thank you. All right, let's see. Let me start the StreamYard giveaway. Hold on one second. I've got a new computer, so there's nothing in the cache. So everything has to load, all the new screens that I go to. Let's put hashtag seeds. Hello, what is up? Colette, I hear you. Thank you very much. Hello, my friend. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome, channel member. I love it. There you go. Hashtag seeds, just like that. Chat just froze. So put hashtag seeds if you want to be in the giveaway. We'll give away one of these. There's 8 different microgreen seeds in there. Let me see if I unfroze. All right. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm jumping all over the place on here. This is a new computer and everything is lagging. All right. Hashtag seeds, just like that. Like Colette, Rose, Barb. There you go. Hashtag seeds, just like that. We've got 8. There'll be speckled peas, pak choy, red arrow radish. I got some broccoli, and it'll either be wasabi flavored mustard greens or Thai basil, red acre cabbage, tatsoi, and arugula. So those might be some of the varieties in there. We're going to give one of those away, and then let me drop the Whatnot link. Dropped it on YouTube. Here, drop it on Facebook. All right, Facebook. I have to keep dropping it over on Facebook. We can't pin a comment, but on YouTube you can. So YouTube, the pinned comment takes you over to Whatnot. I'm going to get that stream started. So we're going to give away one of these right now. Y'all put hashtag seeds. This is just for the lower 48 in the United States. And if you're going over to Whatnot, we're going to be giving these away like every 10 minutes. We're going to just keep running back-to-back giveaways over there. Over here, whoever wins, I want you to be in the chat. Raise your hand. Shirley, what is up? How are you doing? And let me know you're there. And you need to get my email. And if you're following me over on Whatnot, just go to Whatnot and DM me there. We can toss it in one of your packages for the night. But if you're just over here on Facebook and that, let me get my email up here. Y'all jot this down. Keep on growing. And right there where it has growing, instead of ing, it's IN1. Keep on growing 1@gmail.com. Some people miss that, I think. But when we have giveaways over here on Facebook and YouTube, only about half the people claim the prize. So we want you all to win. raise your hand. Let me know that you got my email. You're going to go ahead and email me so you can get your prize. And then jump on over to Whatnot. We're going to be having giveaways all night. Let's see, Julie, what is up? Julie, you got to put hashtag and seeds. And is that Marla or Maria? Marla, put hashtag seeds. Like you got hashtag lower. Let me see how many it's got. It's got about 6 of y'all in there. So that's a good chance for y'all to win. So keep doing that. Phyllis, what is up? Phyllis knows how to do it. Hashtag seeds. Let me get the Whatnot stream going. Like I said, y'all can double dip. You can jump over to Whatnot. I'll get one going over there too, all right? And we'll get going doing a little demo, talk about all this. We've got a lot of stuff. I got different things to show y'all tonight too. Like this little purple tray. Got lots of stuff growing. Let me get Whatnot started here. See what everyone's doing over there. So give me 1 second. I'm just over here to the side. Everything's logged me out of everything. I gotta try and log in here. All right, bear with me, guys. I gotta try and remember my password. All right, so I'll put hashtag seeds if you want to get in there. Oh, give me 1 second. I got a new computer, and I logged into that account. It logged me out of everything on all my other devices. So now I'm having to try and log in. So y'all have fun getting that giveaway. Jump over to Whatnot, where if I can get it started. All right, try this again. Saying that's not my password. So we need 4887. Got 10 minutes. Salutations, neighbors. How you doing? Lemon green. Yeah, 1 second, guys. I'm trying to get Whatnot started. It signed me out of all my devices. I might have to put my phone up there if I don't get it in 1 second. One more try. One second. Let me grab the phone. All right. We're still here. And now we just need a plug. We're just doing things on the fly here, guys. Try to get it straightened out by tomorrow. All right. So we're on our phone. All right, couldn't sign in on iPad. We're having a little problems here. Whatnot, what's up? I can't see you guys. You're like on a tiny little screen way back there. Give me 1 second to get you up on the TV. Yep, and all you people on YouTube, Facebook, put hashtag seeds. There's 12 people in the giveaway. Let me get started here. I can't really see what's going on over here. Hold on. How's everyone doing today? Shows. I got a new computer, and when I booted it up and everything and logged in, it's a new device, and it logged me out of everything else. I got my passwords and that, and I gotta go look those up. So we're having a little bit of a late start. Technical difficulties. And then there's nothing in the cache over here. It's brand new, so every page that I go to takes forever to load up. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Starting to load. As soon as it does, I'll get you guys started on the giveaway. We'll start with seeds. As usual, everybody needs microgreen seeds, right? There we go. Giveaway. All right, we got one going finally. StreamYard, YouTube, Facebook. Cheryl is over there. Jeff, how's everyone doing? All right, everybody on Facebook and YouTube, I'm going to draw over here. Fair warning. Liz Bell, whatnot link, please. 1 second, Liz. Here you go. On Facebook, I have to keep dropping it. We're going to be having giveaways all night over on Whatnot. And you get a $15 credit. If you haven't signed up on Whatnot yet, you're going over there, set up an account, you get a $15 credit. And I put my adapters, a set of 2 of them, inside of our shop for 15 bucks. So you can get a set of those for free just for jumping over there. All right, fair warning. You go ahead and get on. Where did it go? Giveaway tool. Let me share the screen. You guys, you know how to get in the giveaway over here, right? Whatnot. Share screen, giveaway. There you go. Can y'all see that? Facebook. There you go. Ready? All right, fair warning. And then we'll get on over to Whatnot, all right? We're going to be giving away other things besides seeds over on Whatnot. Here we go. Thomas, Barb, Phyllis, Joellen, Colette, Marla, Jennifer Johnston on Facebook. Congratulations. Jennifer, are you in the chat? Raise your hand. And up above, all the way at the top there, you see my email. It says keepongrowing1@gmail.com. Make sure you get it right. There's a 1 in there instead of a G. Write down my email. And let me know you were the winner. Get you at, hey, Jennifer, there you are. Yep, get my email up there. I'll leave it up there for a little while. Seeing whatnot, Cheryl. There we go. All right, guys. So we got that going. Let's let this one run. Let me kind of fix my screen is going wacko over here. It was set up for my iPad, but this one's a lot smaller. So we'll try and squeeze everything in there. All right, thanks everyone over here and whatnot for bearing with us. I see all the hearts. YouTube and Facebook, I'm going to try and keep you guys in frame. I think if I stay right here, I'll be kind of in frame for both of you. And I might have to cut it off in a little while if it keeps lagging. And you guys on whatnot, let me know if it's lagging in that for y'all. 1 minute and 30 seconds for the first giveaway. How was everyone's week? Here's all the stuff we got growing. A bunch of peas. These need to be harvested. Guys, look, the water's right down to there. So these haven't been refilled at all. These were grown, set it and forget it. So either I need to put some more water in here or we can go ahead and harvest it. So I might harvest about 6. We need to go ahead and have some peas to eat anyway. I've got these down here. These are about ready too. So that's another 12. That's 12. You guys saw how much we harvested just off of 6, right? So we're going to cut another 6. I've got 12 and 12 over here in the little jars and a couple odd ones over here. And believe it or not, outside we've got more. I've got some that we're soaking. So we'll go over all of that. If anybody's new, and you want to know how to grow a whole bunch of greens, get a lot more greens, get a lot of chlorophyll into your diet, this is one of the easiest ways. Michelle got a blessed chat. Thank you, Michelle. This from Michelle. First 20 seconds on the first giveaway. Michelle, it's going to be a set of adapters. And that's where we're growing the peas. But 1 second, let's see who won. 2, 1. All right. Maria, my mod. Maria just came in and said, hey, everyone, and boom, she won. That's awesome, Maria. All right, now this is a blessed chat. And this is from Michelle. Michelle, do you sell here on Whatnot? If you do, let us know what you sell. Not yet. First timer. Awesome. We'll appreciate it. That's very nice. She doesn't sell here on Whatnot. First time here, and the first thing she does is come in here and bless you guys with a set of adapters. All right, that's running. So that's for Michelle. That's going to be 4 of our adapters. All right, these will be the giveaways tonight. And that's what we're using to grow all of these peas and everything. All right, so like I said, guys, set it and forget it. No nutrients or anything. These up here will take a little bit of nutrients. We'll do a little demo. These are with the little cereal bowls, and these are all with our self-watering adapters. Makes it set it and forget it. Easy as can be. Amy, hi Mike, how are you tonight? I'm doing good, Amy. How are you? All right, everyone. If I miss the comments, my screen over here with everything on it. Let me see if I can break my chat out. Hold on 1 second, might lag us out. There we go. All right, chat's a little bit bigger. I love the little Coke bottle adapters. So much more room for greens in the container. Yeah, isn't that awesome? That's these. We'll go ahead and run some of those tonight. Terry, what is up? Shirley, Shigra, Jan Lee, how are you doing? And this is from Michelle. We've got a giveaway going. YouTube and Facebook, if you jump over there, what happened was somebody bought a Blessed Chat and they ran a giveaway. So they paid for this. There's going to be 4 adapters in the Blessed Chat. So when I do the giveaway, I have 2. With the Blessed Chat, there's going to be 4. So they're giving you 4 of them. What is everyone growing right now? Marie wants to know what everybody's growing. I'm eating a lot of speckled peas. Awesome. That's cool. Yeah, look, guys, you guys saw me plant a lot of this stuff out like last week, right? And you remember right before the stream was done, there was like 3 minutes left in the giveaway, and I had some of the peas soaking, right? I had some of the peas soaking, and I went and opened up a case of mason jars and planted them out like within 3 minutes. And then we just left them. As soon as they started growing some roots, I filled it up with water and just left it. Plain water, no nutrients. Lettuce, and lots more. Peas and kale, awesome. Just harvested my sprouts and have mustard growing. Awesome. I started popcorn this week. Kathy, that's cool. Have you tried any yet? Radish greens, red cabbage, peas and kale. Lori's growing a lot of stuff. Donna, speckled peas, broccoli, kale, and popcorn. Awesome. Awesome. Well, let me do one giveaway. Y'all can see this right here. Let me see. I can move you up. We can see. There we go. Let's see how quick this is. So everyone, if you want to grow just microgreens like this to this point, all right, you can just use water, just like we're doing with the peas. If you want to grow them out a little bigger to baby greens, and then I would have a video playing up here. Come back another day, I'll have a video going, but the peas are all in the way, so I didn't even put the video on today. But we take these and we plant them out in the garden, grow full-size plants. And if you want to do that, you're going to need nutrients. Now, if you've been following my channel on YouTube and Facebook, I've been using Master Blend for about 10 years. There's a little bit of a learning curve to that, and there's 3 different things you got to get besides the Master Blend. Well, 2 other things. You have to go get calcium nitrate and Epsom salt. So somebody suggested using this, and I've been using this ever since I've been on Whatnot, just to make it easier for everyone. It's General Hydroponics Maxi Grow. So all the stuff you see me growing, with the exception of peas, the peas don't need any nutrients, and bean sprouts don't either. But I'm using this General Hydroponics Maxi Grow. Gnomes would be hiding in the peas. Yeah, they would. What's up, Lone Wolf? Here goes. This is from Michelle. Terry, congratulations. Terry won the giveaway. Guys, we're gonna have a bunch of giveaways before I even sell anything. All right, here's another one. Here's some more seeds. Jump in that giveaway. So this is what we use, and the manufacturer says 1 to 2 teaspoons per gallon. For everything that I've been growing, I just use 1 teaspoon. We just take 1 gallon of water. If you got a bunch of chlorine in your water, I'm just using my tap water. Let it sit out for a while. So I filled these up last night. and they've been sitting overnight. But that's why I like this nutrients. It's just that easy. Shaking it up, and it's already just dissolved, right? With the master blend, you have to put the different components in, and you have to try and get them all dissolved. And then if you don't mix them together right, they cause nutrient lockout, and then the plants can't absorb it. So this is a whole lot easier. Let's do one here. I'm going to use my bowl so things aren't perfect. All right, I've been washing these. This one's chipped. If you guys have been coming in here, you know, once in a while you see this, we'll go ahead and grow something. I'll wash it. Chips come back around again. All right. Here's one of our Coke bottle adapters. We've got ones to fit mason jars. We've got refillable ones to fit long neck bottles. And we've got ones to fit juice bottles in that too. So we'll go over all that. But right now we're just going to use this because a lot of people have that inside of their recycling bin right now, right? How about that, YouTube, Facebook? Let me make sure everybody can see me. All right, right about there. All right, so we've got that. Oh, look, these aren't for sale, but somebody was asking off topic. The regular mouth mason jars, because all the stuff fits the wide mouth. They're asking for a regular mouth. I went ahead and printed a couple up just in case there's a couple y'all. I'm not going to sell these, but maybe I'll give these away tonight. All right. So anybody has like regular mouth mason jars and not the wide mouth, I made a couple. They're smaller. I'm not selling it because, see, they're a little bit smaller. You're not going to get as much growing out of that. See how tiny it is? So we might do that. Might do a giveaway. If anybody wants those, I got a couple printed up for you. All right. The other thing we're going to use is clay pebbles. These are just clay pebbles, otherwise known as leca, L-E-C-A. These are porous. They absorb moisture and they hold on to it. So it helps you with germination with seeds because it's going to retain moisture in that for you. All right. This is all we do. We put that in there. We've got our nutrients mixed up, right? Here we go. All right. We got a minute and a half on the giveaway. So let's see how fast we put this together without me running my mouth. Fill that up. I put a little dab in there. That goes on just like that. You don't have to put it on real tight. Clay pebbles. I'll explain all of this in a minute. And if you're new in here, let us know you're new so everybody can welcome you in. Now I can let you know you're not going to be lost because we got all the information online for you. This is just plain old water. And this topsoil seeds, this is portioned out for one of these bowls. All right. So I use that pack. A little more spritz of water. Are we going to beat a minute and a half? It was a minute and a half to the giveaway. Still got 40 seconds to giveaway. We've only been working for 45 seconds. So we'll probably be doing this in 1 minute. Okay. All I do is tear that. So in just a little over a minute, you've got that set up. If you can do that, you can grow microgreens like this. You can grow a video up there tomorrow, but you can take these and plant them out. I'll show you that in a second. But that's it, guys. We got a giveaway coming up. All you do is set that to the side. I put it in my shade house, or I put it on a shelf over here. Come in the next day and kind of peek in. If it looks like it's drying up, give another little spritz. If it looks real wet, just leave it alone. Sometimes I'll just leave those alone for 3 or 4 days. Here goes the winner. Whoop, 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 whoop. Who won? Congratulations. Kristen? All my stuff is lagging over here. Congratulations. Here's another one. Some more seeds. Y'all want seeds, right? I leave this for 3 or 4 days. I come back and they'll be pushing up on the foil. At that time, go ahead and pull the foil off. In a couple more days, they'll start to turn green and you'll be at this point. Okay. At that point, these are microgreens. You can go ahead and start harvesting those. You can see there's still a lot of nutrients in there, right? Now, if you let them grow out a little bit more, this one I had facing the sun in my shade house, so these grew a little bit bigger. And in the back, these were in the shade, so you can see it's a little smaller. So you can see right there, didn't grow quite as much as that. So that's how much the sun, if you got something like that, make sure you go and just kind of turn it around. Let the back end get a little bit of sun. But these microgreens, you can go ahead and start harvesting those right now. And if you want to let them grow out and keep growing, you let them get this big, and then you can come in and pull them out. See how easy that was? Right? See the roots? We take those and put those into bigger containers. Guys, I've got some of these to throw in the package today. This is how I got started. This is a 3-inch net cup. These are wide mouth mason jars that we're growing the peas in. This fits inside of there. Now, I grow my stuff with a pool noodle. I just get a little slice of pool noodle, just like this. This one's a small pool noodle. For the 3-inch cup, you need the big pool noodle. So I'm just going to show you with this. Cut a little notch out of it. So if you get a big 3-inch pool noodle, just cut a little notch out of it, put it in the middle, and that's all I do. So this will fit inside of a 2-inch net cup. So that fits inside the 2-inch net cups. So get the big pool noodle and it'll fit inside of here. So if y'all want, when we start building our boxes, if y'all want a couple of these, I've got some, I can toss a couple of those in. Just remind me y'all want those and I'll toss them in there with you. All right. But anyhow, this is what we do. We take these and I grab 3 or 4 at a time, not just one. And I put in a pool noodle like that. And then we plant that out. That grows to a full-size plant. And that's why we usually have a video. So you can go to my channel. If y'all get anything tonight, you're going to get a little sticker. And I put this one on a card, but yours will be a sticker so you can peel it and put on your refrigerator or notebook or journal or whatever. And if you click on this, it'll take you to my channel, all the videos for how to use all these adapters. If you click on this, it's going to take you to my Amazon store where you can find net cups, the nutrients, the clay pebbles, all the stuff that I use is all going to be in there. And my email is right here. So you won't feel like you're lost or anything. You just email me if you have any questions. Now, if you don't want to use a pool noodle, this is how we started out before I figured out the pool noodle, because believe it or not, I didn't start with pool noodles. And I usually plant heavy. I'll put like 3 or 4 of these in at one time. I would fill this up with nutrients to us touching that. Put your plant in there. And then put some of these clay pebbles around it. Be a little more gentle than I am. There you go. Put about 3 or 4 of them in there like that. And fill your water up to it's touching the bottom of that net cup. And then just set it to the side. I'll fill that up later. So like I said, y'all let me know if you want any of those net cups. You can get started like that so you can go ahead and grow out your microgreens and then you can plant some out too. Let me move this. So that's the self-watering adapter. That was the one with the Coke bottle. We've got these. that fit regular mouth mason jars. These fit the wide mouth mason jars. And I got a couple of refillable ones. So if you want to grow them out in their container into baby greens, you don't want to use a refillable one. Now come back tomorrow. I've got these outside. Let me put a quick video on at the bottom. Did we just get a winner? Yep, congratulations. I was running my mouth. Another one? Who wants another one? Double tap. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Another one? There we go. Another one's going. This one's a refillable one. I'm pretty sure some of y'all have these bottles in your recycling bin, right? It's root beer, right? Or ginger beer. This way you can go on over, plan it out like this. When it runs out, this one you can't pull out, right? This one you can pull out, refill it, and then go ahead and put it back in. What's your favorite kind of microgreen to eat? I like them all. It depends on what I'm eating. Like sometimes I like the radish. It's really spicy. I've got those growing outside. I'll bring those in. And it's tot choy, the pak choy. These we like to grow out. I like to keep them on hand all the time because you can grab like some like this, or you can grow them out big. And like we have a lot of soup and salad and stuff. I like just grabbing some and just tossing it in my soup. So that makes a cheap meal. You can go on over and just get some cheap ramen. And then you can take a bunch of greens and toss it in there. Broccoli. Yeah, broccoli's good. Broccoli's a little spicier. Is your broccoli a little spicy? Anywho, if you want to see me do a demo on like a big like a mason jar or something, we can do that. Guys, the peas. Oh, we've got this too. I've got some trays. Some other people were asking for trays. This has got peas in it. If y'all want me to throw some of those in the box, we've got some of those. I'm new to microgreens. Are they basically sprouts? Yeah, they're basically sprouts. Sprouts are generally grown in a jar. And you take them and just rinse them out, and you end up eating all of the sprouts, the roots and everything. Microgreens, you grow like this, you don't eat the roots. Microgreens are safer. If you go to get a food license or a permit to sell them, at least here in Florida, a couple other states, it's easier to sell microgreens than it is to sell sprouts. You got a lot of regulations because this is a damp environment. And if any bacteria starts in here, even just a little bit, the next day when you fill it up with water, it gets it all over all of the sprouts because you rinse it out. So the water covers the whole sprout and you end up eating it all, right? With this, if anything starts to happen down here, you're not eating that. You're not pulling it up and eating it. You're just coming in and trimming the top part here. So basically, it's like growing in the ground. You know, you're not eating the dirt, right? So basically, this is a lot safer because if anything funky happens, it happens down here, and you end up eating the top. With your sprouts, if anything grows in there, you end up putting water in, you end up getting it everywhere. You know, but if you do, what we do is we rinse ours, put a little bit of vinegar and water, just stay safe. But if you practice good hygiene, you really don't have anything to worry about. And people are like saying like E. coli. And E. coli comes from animals like us and livestock. E. coli is not just growing on the plants. So E. coli comes from people not washing their hands or from livestock runoff from the cattle ranches and pig farms and stuff like that, getting into the waterways and then sprinklers spraying it all over the place. So if you don't have livestock running around your house and you're washing your hands before you're touching even your sprouts, you really don't have that much to worry about as far as E. coli goes. Does mung bean sprouts and no light to turn? No. If you want to grow bean sprouts, get mung beans and keep them in the dark. Do the same thing we do like this with the peas and that, and just keep them in the dark. I get a big tote. Go look at my channel on YouTube. I get a big tote and I do it in there on a grate and just grow a load of bean sprouts. Never once let the light in. Now, some people do. They like to let the little thing green up because they think they're getting a little more chlorophyll. I don't really like the taste of it. Let's see. It has to be introduced into your plants. I tried my first microgreen a year ago and I love them. Awesome, Morgan. Glad to hear that. ecology. Speckled peas and radish microgreens were great on my salad this week. Awesome, Billy. I'm glad to hear that. Cool deal. All right, 30 seconds on this giveaway, and then I'm going to give away a set of adapters. All right, guys? And then we're going to do something. I'm thinking, let me see. We're going to do a couple of stuff the box, okay? We're going to throw some of our adapters in there. We're going to throw some nutrients. We're going to throw some clay pebbles. We're going to throw seeds in there. And here's the giveaway. Probably our net cups and maybe these trays too. Kathy, congratulations. We're going to do a couple of stuff the box, the big boxes for people who want to get everything out of the way, get everything you need, and then we'll run a couple of just adapters by itself or with a couple of seeds like the pack of seeds that we did. So whichever way y'all want to do it. Let me get. This is going to be for a set of adapters. All right, there you go. Getting the giveaway. StreamYard, let's see, YouTube, Facebook. Love your videos. Thank you, only one. I appreciate that. Easy peasy. Lewis said easy peasy. How you doing, Lewis? I have a lot of algae on my downspout hydro setup. Yeah, algae, you're growing in the sun. If you have food, your nutrients, you have light, and the temperature's right, and you have water, it's everything algae needs to grow. So if you guys ever go into a hydroponic lettuce farm, you're going to see algae around in that. Everybody thinks that it's just like a pure, nice white, like, this is what they imagine all hydroponics to be, is just nice white roots, right? And sometimes it's not. Sometimes there's algae. Algae's floating around in the air. And if it's got the right conditions, it'll grow. So the only thing you can do is like block out all the light. Look, guys, see the water? I haven't filled it up any. So all these guys need to be harvested. Just started my mung beans. Awesome. Look, how easy is that? That's why I like this little portion like that. It's like a little bouquet, right? Like I'm about to be married. Let me show you how easy this is to clean out. Guys, we're going to be throwing this in the things too. We've got big bags of peas and big bags. Look at all that tatsoi. That's a lot, right? So I'll stick around. Here, let's cut a couple of these before we run anything. I always end up running my mouth and doing demos for like an hour before we actually do anything on the show. Look, we just cut that, right? Watch this. Lou said, doing good, getting my outdoor rig ready for cherry tomatoes. Awesome. You've turned me into a farmer, as my wife says it. Awesome, Lewis. I love it. All right, guys, look, when you go to clean it out, like I said, that's easy to clean, right? There's no algae on there. I got some growing outside too. Y'all can see that. I got a video. I'm going to play a video for you in a second. Look, sharp knife. Don't cut the plastic. See how easy that is, right? This comes out clean, right? This does not go in the dishwasher. Don't boil it. Just hand wash it, warm water. I wash mine in the yard. I have a 5-gallon bucket. I don't take these inside. It's not like a cup I'm going to drink out of. I clean mine outside. This is a garden tool. So don't try and boil it. Some people are boiling it. It's plastic, right? Look. Nice and dry, right? Nice and dry. No mildew, right? Lots of the microgreen growers are always talking about mold, mildew, damping off. Look how dry that is. And that's because we grew it like this. And we kept the water. When the roots started coming down, we raised the water up to here. And then we never got the sweat after that. This had a chance to dry out. The peas are still there for energy. And then all the roots went down. So this is how clean it is we're ready to go. You've got this microgreens. Wasn't that a lot easier than dirt, right? Now, as long as we're doing that, we got a giveaway going. We'll let the giveaway go. Let me harvest some of these because look, I need some room back here. And that's just what you guys are going to be doing. Cleaning it. It's going to be this easy. And then you plant out 6 more. So if you got some here, we've got them at different stages, right? Then you have some peas soaking. And you keep the cycle going over and over again. So if you're just wanting to get greens in your diet, this is all you have to do. It should grow a variety of microgreens because all of them have different vitamins and minerals that you need. They're all not like, they don't have the same nutrients and everything. So it's everything in moderation. But if you got a big family, look, if it's just you and someone, that's enough to do a stir fry, right? 8 seconds on the giveaway. That was only 4. I'm going to show you how much 6 of these are. And all of these are clean, guys. You see? And that's why somebody said, what do you do with all those? Right? Why do you grow so much? Well, we're going to juice them. But I got to show you guys. Congratulations. SWOIL. If you're new, welcome in. I got to show you guys that we can do it over and over again, right? That it's not a fluke. If I do it once and then I try to say something, you know, once is just a fluke. Twice might be a coincidence, right? But you have to do it over and over again. See, every one of these, we take it, they're all dry, right? No mold, no mildew. What is that, 5? 6. We got 6 more back there. You didn't know there was like that much, right? There's another 12 right there. There's 12 right there. There's 12 right there. So there, we got 36 of them growing right here. And see, they're at different stages, different stages. That's because every week when we've been coming in here, we've been planting some more out. And then during the week, I plant some too. Guys, that was 6 that I just cut that quick, right? And 6 that we went ahead and cleaned up, right? All of them, like I said, clean, right? All of them. That goes in your compost, or there's a lot of people that have chicken. Do the adapters degrade over time? They might. I've got some that have been out there for 2 years. If you just let them sit in the sun, they might. But these guys, like, you can't even see this adapter, right? Now, when you're done, you clean it up. Don't leave it just sitting out in the sun. These are made out of bioplastic. They're made out of starches and sugar. It's not as biodegradable as it sounds, but it is compostable. It is biodegradable, but I wanted to make it out of something that they've got different things that last longer that you can let sit out in the sun, PETG and ABS and different kinds of filament, but basically they're like toxic. So I made these all out of the PLA. And like I said, if you just let it sit in the sun for a year, they will break down. But if you're going over and do this, like I said, I've got some that I've had for years. I've been doing this for over 2 years, and I got some of the very first ones that I used. You keep using them over and over. They're not getting exposed to the sun. When you clean them and wash them, don't let them just sit out, right? Take them and put them up. Guys, this was just 6 of them. Look how much you got right there. No nutrients, right? Just a pea sprout. So if you want to do peas, you want to get a lot of greens in your diet, that's the way to do it. And you guys saw how easy it was to take that and clean that up, right? So that's with our microgreen grower. If y'all want to test some of these too, I'll throw some of these. We're going to be doing the box. If you want to have something fun with these, remember we had like a bigger one. I found some of these shallow ones. See the roots? They start going through. There's not quite as many holes as in my microgreen grower, but this might help in a pinch. This might be cool to do bean sprouts in that end. Now we're going to put a little water in the bottom and see how it goes, but we'll toss some of those in the box too. I've got a stack of these. So if anybody wants those, we'll toss some of that in there. So You can have some of this. There's different colors. It's purple, blue, orange, pink, green. So we'll place Stuff the Box. We'll throw those in there. I've got some of the net cups somewhere. If I can find them, we'll throw those in there too. They're laying around here somewhere. I'll put that up there. Any questions? How easy was that? Oh, let me show you the peas. See, we won't have time to sell anything. All we do is come on here and teach. To get it all ready, this is all I do is soak it overnight. Okay. I just fill this up with water. I just had about this much peas in here. If you don't want to do 12 at a time like me, don't do this much. This is how much you need for like one packet of this. Okay. That's all you need. But I do 12 at a time. It's like being in a restaurant. You just do it over and over and over again. And I need to show you guys that, you know, what's possible. Anyhow, I took this the next day. I soaked this last night or night before. Yesterday, I dumped it out. And then I just rinsed it out twice a day. I just fill it up and dump it upside down and rinse it out twice a day. And you can see these went a little longer than I would prefer. I like for them just to start to sprout. See how long the tails are? Those are just a little bit long for me, but we're going to do it anyway. This is all we do. Right? One of your jars, this in here, and you just put enough in to make like 2 layers. You can do a single layer if you want, but if you want like more full like that, do about 2 layers. If you do more than that, it's going to be packed in too much. Now, since these had the little tails, all you want to do is go over. If any of them is pointing up, just kind of push them down, aim them down. Okay. And from this point on, you don't want to disturb those peas unless they're pointing up again. So all I do right here, take it, cover it up. I'll use this for now. Here we go. Got a million of these now. And just do like that. Okay. Twice a day, come in. You can gently do it under the faucet, but I'd rather you just take it like this and just spray it. And spray it a lot. Okay. This is how much water I want you to have in there. Enough so that when you do like that, you can see it coming out. Okay. So you do that a couple times a day. Put the top back on it and just let it sit. In about 2 or 3 days, these roots are going to start coming down from here. They're going to be about a ½ inch down. At that point, all you do is just fill this up to touch the roots and don't touch a white adapter. And then just set it up somewhere and you're set. I've got some of these growing outside. I'll put a video on, guys. We're going to start running some of these. We're going to run, we're going to build a box. So when I'm getting a box together, let me show you guys. Oh, we planted this out, right? See, we'll never get anything. Let me get another giveaway going too. All right, we planted that out, right? Couple days, you pull it off. Did I show you guys? So that's a smaller one, right? That's when you pull the lid off, you let it go. And then I showed you that one, right? Because I said that the sun wasn't getting to the back. That's microgreens. And then if you want to let it keep growing, it gets that big. And then that's when we pull them out and we put them into the pool noodle and that. So I've got I know I've got the net cups somewhere. And we'll toss those in the box too. I get a giveaway going and then I'll go look for that. You can tell I wasn't prepared for stuff tonight, right? What other beans do you grow and how? Sprouts and no light. Corn shoots, you don't have any light. Do you flood the seeds twice a day like the beans? No, I don't. The seeds, if the seeds look like they're drying out, just spritz them a little. They just need to be damp. They don't need to be flooded like the peas do. The peas are just big. If you just mist them a little bit, it'll dry out really quick. All good, Mike. How do you ever roll? Thank you, Mary. Now I got to try corn. Yeah, it's sweet. It's really surprising. What do you call it? We take it and we take a couple of shoots and toss it in our smoothies instead of putting sugar in or honey and everything. Once in a while we put that. Feeling a little stupid first time and whatnot. Yeah, no, you're not, Jennifer. That's all right. you get ask everyone on here. When I was first on here, I didn't even have all this behind me, and I was just trying to figure everything out, and I didn't even know what buttons to push. Tonight we couldn't get stuff started, right? Tell her we took a half an hour to get stuff started. Let's see, welcome in, usual people. Let's see, Mike, give a lot away and teach it. Thank you, Maria. The popcorn, no, not the popcorn and the oil. The popcorn that's just plain that you would like actually pop yourself, just plain popcorn. Do you ever do garbanzo beans? I haven't. I heard people do, and lentils too. I like making a lot of stuff with garbanzo beans, like panel. Like grinding it up, making, some people call it like a tofu, like a soyless tofu, but it's more like polenta. And then you can let it harden up and you can slice it and fry it. It's awesome. All right, guys, what did I say I was going to do? Another giveaway, right? All right, more seeds. All right, there's another giveaway. Let me get a box going. We're going to put a little of everything in it. If I can find my net cups. And what happened, my son probably came in here to work and he moved it around somewhere. And seeds. Who wants seeds? Hey, we're going to put this in the box. Like I said, who wants like a bunch of peas and seeds? This, we're doing the giveaway. We have one thing of peas. That's enough to do like one of these containers. How about we put like a bunch? Yes, thank you. All right. There you are. I knew I got some net cups. We'll throw some net cups in if anybody wants some. That way you can test it out. If you've got like some mason jars, right? If you got mason jars sitting around, you grow your microgreens, then you come in here, just like we did. Look, this is what I do. I grab about 3 or 4 of them at a time, just like that, okay? And you can put them in there with your clay pebbles, or you can go get a pool noodle. So just check out my YouTube channel. It says Keep On Growing. Check out my YouTube channel. I like using pool noodles. It's real cheap because you get a whole one. We were getting them in the dollar store for $1, but now they're like $1.50 or something, right? And you put them in there. We slice it up. I was getting like 48 out of each one. Got a giveaway going, 3 minutes. So we'll throw some of those in there too. So we'll throw a few net cups. Y'all decide how much you want me to put in there. I've got these. Got some of those little trays. Got different colors. Should I put different colors in each box? Or someone want like all purple? Or should I put like one of each? Or just a couple? Tell me how many of these you think we should put in each one. 1, 2, somebody said rainbow. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 different colors. Mix it up. Maria said she needs pink. Maria, you won something tonight, right? First giveaway. DM me, make me remember. I'm going to throw one of these, the pink one, in there with your giveaway. All right. A rack, and next is microgreens. Awesome iron sword. Yeah, look, this is a 3-foot rack, and I'm only growing on 1, 2. All this stuff that you see is just right there. You can actually grow down there, or you can go ahead and plant out your microgreens that don't need light, right? So you can go ahead and germinate down there. That'd be your germination station. Then you bring up here, right? And then you move them around, move them up here, and just alternate stuff. Somebody was asking, look, I let this one go and grow a little bit of algae in it. But see, we're still growing microgreens up there. That's what I don't worry about algae. Most other people do. Guys, this is what I mean. If you have nutrients, you can grow them out bigger. So you get more bang for your buck. Okay? This is microgreens. This is what everybody grows. That's microgreens. This is what we like to do. We like to grow it out so that you get a little bit more. There's still a bunch of nutrients in here. Just because it's not a little tiny microgreen anymore doesn't mean it grew an inch or 2 inches and it lost all its nutrients, right? All right, let's do this. 1, 2. We'll do the first one with a bunch. I don't know if I got time to do all of them like that. Maybe tomorrow I'll get these ready ahead of time. Green. Somebody said one of each color. Will that be good? Yeah, grow them out to be more filling. Here goes the giveaway, guys, and then we'll get this box packed up, all right? Save on the price of CalMag and everything else. Yeah. Yeah, you having to buy everything? Who won? I can't see. Viper Dad. Congratulations. Here we go, guys. We'll do this one. All right, this is going to be an awesome box. All right, there's one. We'll have the holes in it. And one's going to be solid. All right. Now, this is what I'm thinking, too. The reason why you see me use the big white trays, I don't have one in here, but the big white screen that goes on here, and I usually grow my peas, I take that out and I put it, it's outside growing right now, and I put it into a bigger container so it's got more room for roots. I'm thinking this might be all right starting like this, right? And you'll be able to grow. See, they're sprouting. You can tell in a couple of days you're going to have microgreens, right? But say you want to grow them like big. I'm thinking if you get something like this, don't worry about the clay pebbles. It's just holding it. But this size Tupperware I got at the Dollar Tree, it's McCormick. This fits on the top there. I'm going to do a couple like that. Now they're cool, and then you can fill all of this with water, and it'll basically be like one of those. What do you think? So you can get them all started like that. Once they start to sprout, take it, put it in one of these, fill that up with water, and then maybe it'll get a lot bigger. Like we said, we want to maximize everybody's money, right? All right, let's put a box together. We'll get a giveaway going. How many of these? If y'all gonna do any of these? 3, 4, 3. Mary said 3. Cooking with Martha, how are you doing? Hey, if anybody sells here on Whatnot, go ahead and leave a comment and tell people what you sell. We like checking everyone else out. I do a lot of shopping on Whatnot, so y'all let people know if you sell on Whatnot. You know, don't be in here spamming about what it is, but it's all right once just to let people know what you sell. All right, this is going to be a box, guys. Speckle peas, right? Just want to make sure. Yeah, speckle. Speckle works the best for me. They've got dun peas. They've got different peas. Sometimes they get a little mushy on me. These guys, you can tell almost every one of these is working out, right? Even all the way down. This is just when they just sprout, right? Couple days later, I planted a couple more, right? They get about that big. And then they're this big. And then they're this big. And you just do it over and over again. All right, let's put a box together before I run my mouth. And then we'll run a couple of small ones by themselves. So you guys like that, the peas and the tot soy? Tell you what, as the bidding goes up, I can throw more in. I've got a packet of seeds back here. And if the bidding goes up, I just throw another pack of seeds in, just like the one we're giving away. What adapters? What adapters do you want in here? Let's see what we can do in here. All right, we're going to start with this. Somebody said do 5 of these. That's a lot. There's 5 trays, all the different colors. Somebody said do the rainbow. Okay. So we'll go ahead and put those 5 in there. Guys, we're going to start with, look at all that top soy. Look at all that peas. All right. That's a bunch. You can start a garden for the entire neighborhood with all that tot soy, right? We'll do that. We said 3 of these. So all this stuff is going in here. We're going to get you, I want to get you started. I'll put one of the bigger adapters, but I want you to get started with, remember that one that you saw me doing a demo with in the very beginning? Nutrients. There's enough for 5 gallons in there to get you started, right? And don't forget YouTube. If you need more nutrients, there's going to be a QR code to my Amazon shop. If you need more of these net cups, they're in there. If you need more of clay pebbles, it's going to be my Amazon shop. This is going to get you started. So that's in there. This is the one you saw me use in the very beginning, right? I want you to start with this and use a little cereal bowl just like these. It's a good way to start. All right. If you try to do a big bowl with this much, it's going to be too shallow. So that's to get you started. We're going to go ahead and throw one of these in. This one fits the regular mouth mason jars. You'll see that on my channel. I have the video playing up there. But you can use, if you got a bunch of mason jars, you can use that. And this also fits Gatorade bottles. This is only available on Whatnot. YouTube and Facebook, you can't get it. But over on Whatnot, you can get it. And it also fits the big juice bottles. This is Ocean Spray. Fits, this is Gold Peak Tea, V8 bottles. All right. That one's going to be in there. So when you graduate, after you try this a couple of times and you get the hang of it, then go ahead and get your stuff from Amazon and get a bigger container. I'm going to use something like this. All right, and use something that big. And let me show you. We're going to run this, guys. I'm going to throw some extra stuff in there. I'll go over what's in here one more time. Let me do a quick, see if I can do a screen share without my computer crashing. So if the computer goes bye-bye, I love you all. Hinting here, I had there's no more room, right? I've got it outside. Let me show you. I just filmed. And when this is playing, I'll go over what's going to be in this box. One second, let's see. Window. All right, no audio. There we go. Can you see it down there? All right, this is stuff that we've been planting on the show. I've got there's 12 of these out there right now. We're going to harvest this tomorrow. So I went ahead and just filmed it for you. All right, I want to show you, you can grow outside. This is in our shade house. And we planted out some radish in one of the big baking dishes. You're going to see that down there. If the words are in your way, guys, just swipe the words to the side for a second. And we can all chat. If you can't see, just swipe the words. And then you can see, look at all the roots on there. And that's the secret. The roots go down to the bottom. This self-watering adapter keeps the level water at the bottom. So the roots know where to go get it. The top starts to dry out so you don't get mold and mildew. Look at those radish sprouts. And then this is just more of them up there. So just kind of keep an eye on that. You're going to see all the stuff that's growing. I've got some peas, the peas that are growing up here. If somebody says I don't have grow lights, I've got some growing outside. You're going to see it there too. Okay. This right here, we've got 5 of these microgreen growers. That's a lot. There's 5 of those. There's going to be 3 of these in case you want to plant them out to grow them bigger. We're going to be doing a lot of that this spring. There's clay pebbles. There's nutrients for 5 gallons. There's 2 of these adapters for the Coke bottle, like you saw us put together like that. We're going to throw in this adapter. I'm going to throw in the refillable one. This is one with the Coke bottle. And that one right there, see the beer bottle in it? And that one keeps growing because we keep refilling it. That's a refillable right there, right down below me. Same bottle, or same kind of bottle, right? So I'm going to put that in here too. This one's for a refillable. This is for the Coke bottles. In case you're just using these and you don't have any beer bottles, that turns these into refillable ones too. Okay, so I'm going to put that one in there. So all of that's in there. Guys, pak choy, speckled peas, okay. And also the 8-pack of all these seeds, all these different ones. This got radish, arugula, broccoli. This is going in there too. This is the ones that we're doing in the giveaways. All right, now watch on here. Here's some peas. Look at the peas. That's just like all of this back here. Is that a tip? Thank you very much. Anika, thank you very much. I didn't see you slip in here. How are you doing? What about growing basil and other herbs? Basil is awesome. Basil grows wild in here. If you go on my YouTube channel, you're going to see us set up 5-gallon buckets, cranky system, just like we're talking about, like this, right? You do that. I did 5-gallon buckets, and we made a tower. The whole thing was full of basil. There's enough to do like pesto for the whole year. There's Anika. Everybody put some purple hearts in the chat. And we're going to do this awesome box here that has all these microgreen growers. It's got a bunch of seeds, all these adapters. Got 5 of these trays. Anika, we've got purple ones. So we got the rainbow in there. All right, so there's 5 of these in here and all of this. Ready? Look at all the purple hearts. I love you guys. All right, here goes the first auction. I know we've been in here like an hour, right? We haven't sold anything. But we had fun teaching people. All right, somebody bid this up to 18, so it's going to start at 18. The next box we put together will start at 5. All righty, ready? Where did it go? Go. That's for the first box. I gotta stop sharing so I can see. 79. $94. Guys, we're gonna put more seeds. Latane, how are you doing? Ella Grow is winning. Ella Grow won. Congratulations. You've got all those. Look, I'm going to throw you more. Since the bidding went up, we're going to throw more peas in there for you. Another bag of peas. and a whole nother bag of tatsoi. This will last you a long while. All right. Now this, all you need to do is like 1 teaspoon for one of these bowls. Okay. So that's going to last you a long while. You got 2 of these bags in here. We're going to throw you the wide mouth one in there with it too. How's that? All right, let me put one more together, guys. Y'all want the same thing you want? No, thank you. Could you please tell me more about the colorful trays? Yeah, the bootstrap. Y'all want the same thing, like 5 of those trays and the net cups and everything so that you can plant them out? Or do you want a smaller box or big box? You want all the same? I'm here for y'all. Y'all just tell me. Do the microgreens taste just like the real food? Yeah, except broccoli's a little spicy. Want to grow something I don't like. Yeah, basically, most of them taste about like what the parent plant, but some of them are like more intense, the flavor. Did you catch that? Let's see. I don't like radishes, but I love radish microgreens. Awesome, Justin. That's cool. I like it like in a salad. Some people put it in there for the texture. My mom used to put like a lot of radish in when I was a kid, and I never cared for it. And so I was sitting there like crunching on all of them. Some people like that. I never really cared for it, but I like the flavor of it. So the radish microgreens are awesome. Like Justin was saying, you just put them in there, you get the flavor, and you're not sitting there like just gnawing on it. You can put that inside of your wraps and different things just if you want a little bit of spiciness. And they're the easiest thing to grow, guys. If you think these peas are easy, you put the radish in there in a couple of days. The radish are like freaking like 4 or 5 days, they're already ready to harvest. Yes, I hate peas. You like arugula? Arugula is awesome. One of these, one of those outside is arugula. We like growing a lot of arugula. All right, let's see if we can do this. I'll put the bottoms. Y'all want all 5 in? That's a lot of trays. Let's see. I'm gonna put all 5 in it. Something's trying to get in my garage. All right, those are the bottoms, and these are the ones with the holes in it. Tomorrow night, guys, I'll take a little time when I'm packing orders, and I'll get these ready. I just got these in. We just planted some out. I was having fun with it, so I didn't have them ready. All right, there's one of each. If you all want me to go quicker, I can put like 2 or something in. All right, there's 5. There's 1 of each color. The bottoms, 5 of each color. The tops, so you've got those trays where you say, going to throw 3 of those in there. Nutrients, clay pebbles, bunch of seeds. Guys, all that tatsoi, speckled peas, right? These are the 2 we want you to start with, the Coke bottles, right? You probably have cereal bowls sitting in your cabinet right now that you can use. There's going to be 2 of those for you to set up. When you get set, this is for your bigger one. You can use a mason jar or you can use these. Now, we don't have a whole lot of these left, the refillable, but we're going to stick them in these until we run out. Let's see. I've been missing for a while. Sammy, what is up? Sammy Hager. What do you have tips of those mason jars behind you? Right here? Yeah, these are our new microgreen growers. Oh, who just won the first one? Was that L? So all of this is going in here. I'm going to throw some of those in yours too. I'll squeeze them in there somehow, or I'll put in a bigger box. We're gonna put those in there too. These are ones, Sammy, they go on the wide mouth mason jars. And we've been growing peas, set and forget it, like that. We've been growing microgreens. Look at, it's awesome. That's microgreens. So we're gonna put 2 of those in here too. Did you 3D? Yeah, we 3D printed everything. Let's see, you've been busy coming up with new gadgets. Yep. Oh, Nika got to bless the chat. Thank you, Nika. Was that another one? Or is my thing that just popped down? Yes, he does. And L, whoever got the first one, I went and put a couple of those in your box too, okay? So that's going to be in there. All right, you guys ready? Let's run this and then we'll get the blessed chat going. Ready, set, and running. And more seeds, 8-pack of seeds. It's going to go in there too. Look for your basil video and could not find it. Just email me or DM me here on Whatnot. I'll find it for you. And as soon as this one runs, guys, we're going to go. Anika's got a blessed chat. It's going to be for 4 of these adapters. All right. We're going to run that. You know what? Let's see. 120. Who's winning? Amy. 130. We're going to put more. We'll do these until I run out too. Went up over 100. I'm going to put a whole lot more seeds. You have a bunch of seeds in there. We might have to put this in a bigger box. Amy, I think these will all fit. Congratulations. And I've got to run the giveaway. This is from Anika, the giveaway. Amy, that's where the videos on YouTube are. That's the Amazon shop where you can find more of this stuff. So we're going to throw you another thing of seeds. All right, let's do blessed chat. This is from Anika. You're going to get 4 of the new microgreen growers. 2 sets. And there you go. All right, guys, we'll do another box. When I run out of like the trays or run out of stuff, I think the refillables, I don't have that much. We'll go ahead and run a few like of the microgreen growers by themselves. You guys, if you're interested in just the microgreen grower, and what do we do like every week? We give away like the seeds free, and we'll do a couple of those. We'll run that, but let's do another quick box when this giveaway is going. Let's see if I can do this without running my mouth. When the giveaway is gone, 4.5 minutes. Let's see if I can put one together. Hey, and you guys make sure you're following and bookmark the shows. All you got to do is go to the show, and up at the top, there's a little bookmark. Click it. It'll notify you. But you come back, and we'll be growing stuff like this. You know, you'll be able to come back like next week and see these grown up before we harvest them. If they grow enough to where I harvested beforehand, we'll go ahead and film it. Before the end of the night, I'll play that video again so you guys can see all the stuff that's growing outside. I tried to stream from out there. I'm having a hard enough time just with the lag right here, and my garden's out back. So we're not doing real good with Whatnot. I don't think it'll do a whole lot of good with the auction and that lagging. Let me go ahead and put each one of these in here. Blue, green, orange, pink. Maria, you remind me to put one of those in your box, Maria. You want a pink one, right? Purple. Nurple. And then these are the ones with the holes in it. There we go. All right. So there's 5 of your bottoms and 5 of the tops. That's so you can grow. You can get all set up. See, we've got a bunch getting ready for next week. All right, we're going to throw you some of your net cups in there too. Get you started. Like I said, all you got to do, guys, it was this easy. Look, pull them out just like that. Look at the roots, right? Just take them, put them in here. I use a pool noodle, so I don't have to use anything else. If not, you can get the clay pebbles and just put them in there. Fill up your nutrients to about in there and just set it. Just let it go. This thing will go for about a month before you have to add any nutrients or anything to it. All right, that's going in there. Your clay pebbles, enough nutrients for 5 gallons. This gets you started. Tatsoi, peas, the variety pack, that's all in there. And all our adapters. This is one you want to start with, your little pop bottle, right? You can do it set up too like that. You got bowls sitting around. Then you graduate. You can go ahead and set up the mason jar or the juice bottles. This fits the Gatorade bottles in that too. That's your refillable for your long neck bottles. For all the new people who are popping in here, wondering what's going on. This one's for your plastic bottle. That's a refillable. And we're going to put some of the new microgreen growers in there too. I need getting the new microgreen growers in there too. All right, how's that? Did I remember everything? 50 seconds. 50 seconds on the giveaway. All right, we're going to pull the giveaway. Ready, set. This is from Anika. Courtesy of Anika. Thank you. And my kill build me a step shelf for the grow. Amy, that's awesome. Congratulations. Is that Tomcat? You get 4 of the new adapters. Awesome. Thank you, Anika. All right, guys, get your fingers ready. This is starting at $5. Ready, set, go. All those adapters, 5 of the microgreen trays, net cups, nutrients, clay pebbles, bunch of seeds, everything you need. Look at all these seeds. Cheryl, 91, let's go ahead and we'll get more of the seeds. This one's going up. More of your tatsoi. More of that. Speckle peas. $61, we'll do another one of these too. You get more. You can't have enough seeds, right? TJ, congratulations. And welcome in. I didn't see you in the chat there. Yeah, join the Facebook group. It's awesome. Oh, thank you. And this with all your other stuff, you must have a lot of stuff going on. That's cool. I want everybody growing a lot of food. And if you guys are growing like peas like this, that easy, everybody know how easy that is. All right, one more box. And then we'll see how many of those refillable ones we got. So everybody knows what was in here, right? If I just throw the box together real quick for you. All right, this is the bottoms. Blue, green, orange, pink, and purple. Blue, green, orange, pink, purple. Y'all want another giveaway going? Double tap the screen if y'all want another giveaway. Double tap the screen if you want another giveaway. Y'all want an Amazon gift card? Say yes if you want an Amazon gift card. Trying tomato seeds like microgreens so far, they sprouted. We'll let you know how they do. Awesome, TJ. Yeah, I grew, that's how I started all my tomatoes and that too. You want an Amazon gift card when I get this ready? Who saw what I did with my net cups? Remember I said I had them? There they go. Net cups. Look at all these seeds. Right? Nutrients. We need clay pebbles. Nutrients. All right, we got one more of these refillables. That's the one we're going to start with, right? There's two of those, so you can set up two just like this down here. The hybrid, that's got the mason jar, the regular mouth, the Gatorade, the refillable Coke bottle, the refillable for that one. My microgreen growers. Guys, we're going to run some of these in just a second, all right? Just by themselves. All right, microgreen growers. All of that and seeds, more seeds, the variety packed in all those seeds. Mike, I'm going to grow some veggies using your bucket system. Awesome, Ms. Wagner. Can I use Maxi Grow? Do I need Master Blend? I would use Master Blend with the veggies. If you use this Maxi Grow, they've got something called Maxi Bloom too. So when it goes into the fruiting stage, you got to kind of change it up. It's a little difficult for beginners. Master Blend, I started with Master Blend right from the beginning. You see that on my channel and use it straight through. Yeah, Psych. Okay, so I just do it on here because it's easier. Do you mix it with Epsom salt? Yeah, and calcium nitrate too. So if you go on my YouTube channel, there's a frequently asked questions and there's a nutrient video in there. It'll tell you how I mix it up. All right, tomatoes is no for greens. This wouldn't work for garden starts, am I right? Yeah, you don't want to eat. Are you talking about eating the tomatoes? Yeah, don't eat tomatoes. They're a nightshade family, I think. All right, guys, here we go. Ready? And then we're going to run this, and then we're going to do a $20 Amazon gift card right after this. All right, ready, set, running, now. $5, $7. And then we're going to run a $20 Amazon gift card right after this, just for garden starts. Yeah, for garden starts it's good. I started mine this way too. Over 100, let me get more seeds. More. Guys, that just gets me tickled, the amount of all those microgreen seeds. See, and when you get that many, when you go to plan it out, you're not afraid to put a little bit more. I know when I give away these little small packets, people get kind of stingy with that. Instead of using one for the whole thing, they just do a little at a time. Gloria, congratulations. Gloria, here's more seeds too. And then when you get more like this though, you're not afraid to put a little bit more on there, right? You get them a little more dense and you grow, because I see some people just sprinkle a couple on, a couple of plants will come out, they'll all be hanging over and they won't, grow like that. All right, I'm gonna throw you another one of these in here too, Gloria. When you switch to Maxi Bloom, do you need to pour out the other nutrients or just add it? I never use it. I just started with the Maxi Grow and I've never used the Maxi Bloom. Just check with the manufacturer. Number we on? 4. All right, I'm going to put another box together. We're going to do the Amazon gift card, if that's okay with y'all. Y'all want the Amazon gift card? I have to check too. I put the nutrients in there. I'm going to check, see if I've got like one bag. Who won last week? Somebody won a whole bag of nutrients. And they didn't buy anything else. They just won the nutrients. That was pretty awesome. Can I use this system for watercress? Yeah, watercress does good in it. We grew watercress, and it was kind of like a cut and come again thing. They'll start to grow. You can come and harvest the outer leaves, and little new leaves will keep coming out. I think we kept them in a downspout, which is when we transfer it, guys. You guys see me pulling these plants out, right? Like that with the little roots. This guy's wilting a little, and I'm pulled out. And I had a downspout, and we just put them in here with a little pool noodle, right? I put 3 or 4 in. You can always thin them out. Put 3 or 4 in, and because maybe not all of them is going to make it. Anyhow, that's what we usually have going on our video up here. Watercress, you can do that, and you can keep harvesting it. And I've kept watercress in one of those for like almost a whole year. It's awesome. Watercress is one of the most healthy microgreens around, besides like broccoli. All right, $20 Amazon gift card, if I can find it. How's Facebook and YouTube going? Are you guys still on? Is my mic still working? Oops, I did number 2. That's all right. There you go. Getting that giveaway. StreamYard. You guys over here. Barb, yes, beginning my journey. Awesome, Heather. How to enter. Been here. There's a comment pinned to the top. I'll drop it again. Jump on over to Whatnot. You get a $15 credit for jumping over there. You can use inside my shop. Not in the auction, but inside my shop. And you can sit there all night and just get in the giveaway. There's $20 giveaway going. We've been giving away seeds, adapters, all kinds of stuff. We might give away a whole bag of nutrients by the end of the night. We'll see how it goes. Awesome information. Yeah, y'all can't bid on Facebook. Sorry about that. But there you go. That's it. Just jump over to Whatnot. We have lots of fun over there. All right, that's $20 giveaway going. All right, we'll do one more. Since a bunch of people were bidding, we'll give other people a chance here. As this goes down, it's getting easier. I'm down to 2. Green, orange, pink, purple. All right, 5 of those, right? So there's 2 tops, 5 tops, 5 bottoms. This got holes in it. Guys who are just popping in here, this is if you want to try your pea shoots just like that. See the roots growing out the bottom? Then we show a little hack where you can take that and put it on top of a Tupperware container and grow them out even bigger. This for your mason jars. So when you pull your plants out, just put them in there with a little bit of the clay pebbles, put nutrients right up to here, let it go. That's all on my channel. So y'all make sure you're going over to Keep On Growing. Clay pebbles, nutrients. Kapow, right? Speckled peas. That's the one you start with. There's 2 of those, the pop bottles, the hybrid. to the refillables. Oh, I think it's the last one. Or might have one more. Running a little low on this refillable. You got the new microgreen grower. That's where we're growing all these peas, other microgreens, the refillable ones for your pop bottle. This one's for your beer bottles. That's so you can keep on growing it. Refillable, all of those, and pack of seeds, along with the other seeds. Hey, Mike, I went last week and emailed you, didn't hear back from you. Email me again. Valerie, I have hundreds of emails and trying to get all of them out, so just email me again. Let me know if you got my address from last week. Super excited. Yeah, it might have got lost with all my emails. I was going back trying to find them, but just email me one more time, Valerie. All right, here we go, guys. One more. One minute in the giveaway, $20 Amazon card. And this one is running right now. Go. Running right now, 40 seconds. Amazon gift card. Then we'll give away some more seeds. Oh, got up. Got up fast. More. Look at all the tots away. More speckled peas. Guys, and when you need to get more of this, True Leaf Market, place to go. Melissa, congratulations. You got all those extra seeds. You got 2 of each of those. You can throw 2 packs of this, the variety pack in there. Here goes the giveaway. This is $20 Amazon giveaway. Maria, you're the new Julie Chung. That's twice she's won. And I told her I was going to go ahead and ship her a pink one of these. Maria's Pink Room. She wanted a pink one. Maria, it's like Christmas, right? Yeah, the new Julie and LeClaire and Latane, who's in here earlier. Last week, I think she won 3 times. Awesome. Oh, got to put this in there too. If you got any questions, my email's on there. All right. Guys, I got one more of these and then the refillables, unless I put less adapters, but I got one more. And then what we're going to do is run some of these with the packs of seeds. All right, let's do the last one of these. And you guys are so patient. You're awesome. Maria won 20 bucks. Yeah, this is the last one of these. We've got to print some more up. I've got an Etsy store too. So that's what we like to just, I don't like to just sell a bunch of them and then print them up. I want to like be able to ship. So when you guys order, I want to be able to ship it tomorrow or by Monday. So otherwise we would just, just say, oh, we've got 100 of them and keep doing it. What's all the pink hearts for? What did I miss? Somebody bless the chat. Mike, I grabbed the blessed chat. You bless the chat, Maria? You're awesome. Let me run it. Let me tape this up. Thank you, Maria. You guys are all so nice. See, isn't this, don't you guys agree that the people on Whatnot, even YouTube and Facebook, it might keep on growing the group. You guys are like awesome. I've been around like in a lot of other groups or live streams and people are like acting up, and I've done like live streams for like creators for like years. I've been trying to help creators. People used to come in there and just act up. You guys are just all like so nice. Hey, this from Maria. And this is nice. See, Maria won like twice already. She could just take that, but she's turning around giving back to y'all. Right? That's going to be four of these microgreen growers from Maria. You're awesome. All right, blue, green, orange, pink, and purple. Blue, green, orange, pink, and purple. Now I got another stack right there. All right. All 5 of those. Clay pebbles, nutrients. Thank you for all the hearts. I love you all. Tatsoi, speckle peas, the variety pack, all of those. All right, this is the last one of these, guys. And thank you for being patient. 2, the Coke bottle adapters. That's the one to get started with. That right there, right? The hybrid, regular mouth mason jars, Gatorade. You can get 2 of the microgreen growers so you can grow peas in your mason jars. Got that makes the Coke bottles refillable. This makes your root beer bottles refillable. All right, ready? Last one, guys. And then we're going to move on to some quick fire. You got 3 minutes in the giveaway from Maria. Ready, set, and go. Mary, thank you for all the hearts. Giving hearts for my, thank you very much. You're awesome. There we go. Last box going, guys. Here's all the pea shoots. That's from just 6 of those up there that we harvested. $91. Who's that? Cheryl, 96. That's close enough. Let's do more of those then. Another thing, your tatsoi. Another thing of peas. Is that Bestro? Congratulations. And one more of those. All right, what do we got? 1 minute. 1 minute in the giveaway. Can almost see the TV. Put a couple of these down here, guys. These are peas. It's our peas. Let me get a little, wet my whistle, and then we're going to go ahead and run some of these. Y'all want to just bid on these by themselves, or do you want to bid on it with the variety pack too? This is what we're giving away with the giveaways. There's 8 packets of seeds in there. Usually people say seeds, but you never know when they just want, you know, just this variety pack. Where do you get the end caps? Go to World Grace Project. They're not quite as thick as mine. I used to make mine myself. Here we go, 20 seconds, guys. I don't make them anymore, but World Grace Project does. Adapters plus seeds. Okay, I'll do it with the seeds. Ever since Black Friday. Here we go. Who's winning? Nanhog. Congratulations. That was from Maria. Thank you, Maria. You're awesome. Everybody get congrats. Let me wet my whistle. And we're going to run the microgreen grower. You guys saw how easy this was to set up, right? Soak them overnight, drain them. You can leave them in the jar for about another day. Don't let the roots get quite that big. Okay, that's a little too big for me, but I wanted y'all to see it in the jar when I planted it, so I let them go. Otherwise, I would have planted them out this morning. They grew that fast from this morning. They're like just germinated to that big. They grew that fast just since this morning. Put them in the jar. When the roots are about ½ an inch long, fill it up with water right to here. Don't let it touch that. Just touch the roots. Don't touch the white part. And then just let it go. And you have this. Guys, these need to be harvested up here. See, I didn't refill them. See how much water's left there? Right? Just a little bit. Now, if you want to go ahead, sometimes you guys came in here and saw mine were about this big. If you're not ready to eat it, go ahead and pull this up and pour a little water in there. Try not to get this wet. You can pour right in here and just let it fall down on there, right? But you're taking a risk getting this wet again. If you get lazy, just pour it in there. And then these guys will continue to grow with just water. So if you're not ready for them, let them continue to grow. And then you can just top. If they grow this tall, just cut the top part off. Top 3 or 4 inches. And it'll be a lot more fresh than if you cut it and stick it in your refrigerator where you're going to forget it. So I like to just let them sit like that, keep growing, or you guys just saw me just harvest 6 of those, how quick that is, right? What are those? This is speckled peas. These are pea shoots. This is what the chefs, if you go out to a restaurant, they'll stick this on your plate and they'll charge you like an extra $10 for putting it on your plate. Because they look like fancy pants. They're fancy pants, right? See little tendrils in that? And they'll go, you can eat that. People will be like, what? Right? And they'll charge you an extra $10 just for throwing that on your plate. Anywho, there's something in these that my wife, she has a histamine intolerance and she's supposed to be eating something that's in these. So we juice some of it. You can dehydrate it too. Yeah, come back tomorrow night. We'll do a demo all over again. I'll wash out some more bowls and we'll start from the very beginning. So anybody who's missed it, bookmark, follow me and bookmark it. And at the beginning of all my shows, I start with demos and that. Sometimes we talk for an hour before we even sell anything. How long do I soak them before putting them in the microgreens to grow? The speckled peas, yeah, 24 hours. There you go. Y'all helping each other. Daily Homestead, how are you doing? Daily Homestead. All right, guys. Somebody said they wanted this and the seeds. Here's another thing. How about this? Do you want this and you want the variety pack? So that will be one, say 1 in the chat, or I think I'll have enough. I'm almost out of peas, but, or do you want like a bunch of peas with this? That'll be 2. So say 2, say 1 for variety pack and 2 for peas. 1 variety pack. Okay, most people want variety pack. There's a couple of 2s. Here, we'll do variety pack. And I'll write, and then we'll do a couple of these in a minute. All right. Let me write. I got to keep track of this though. Whenever we do things different. All right, we'll try to get something for everybody. All right, we'll see how many. We'll see how many people need this, guys. So you can grow some peas. Ready? 2 microgreen growers, and this is the variety pack. Okay, so we're going with the 8-pack, the variety pack first, and then we'll do the pea. We'll do some peas after that. Hold on, trying to find it. There we go. All right, this is gonna be sudden death. This is gonna go a lot quicker than the boxes. Okay. It's gonna be 5 seconds. So get your fingers ready. Steady. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good grab. Mom at. And go. If I'm a little slow, guys, the new computers like lagging in between. Thank you, whoever's doing the hearts and that. I love you. Viper. So you can grow all these peas. I don't have anything to lay my arm on this time. Billy, how are you doing tonight? Guys, I was on Etsy. I sell this pack of seeds. I used to sell that pack of seeds for $9, $9.95. Ellie, congratulations. And go. Amy, congratulations. Billy's got another one. Now, guys, these will bundle. The big boxes don't bundle. That's like a $9.21 flat rate shipping. If you take that up to USPS, that would be 21 something for $21.99 for shipping. And here on Whatnot, you only pay $9.21. And these will bundle. So watch your shipping, because the shipping should go down. After you get about 3 of them, you should have like free shipping up to about 5 pounds. We'll run a couple and then we'll do another giveaway. Kathy, congratulations. For all these peas, these microgreens. Is that another one? And go. With all these dandelions, I harvest seeds to try microgreen. Oh, yeah, that would be awesome. We're trying to grow some dandelions. The seeds by themselves. Sanchan, welcome in. Dandelion seeds by themselves are like really expensive over here. I saw Julie in there. Viper. There it goes. Running. Cheryl, congratulations. Cheryl's here from the very start over on Facebook. I'm waiting for harvesting dandelion seeds myself. Yeah, I got to stop my lawn guy from coming through. Billy's got another one. Sanchan. All right, we'll do some of these guys and then we'll do with just peas for you, if you want just peas. Ellie. Number we're on 14. Is that Amy? Congratulations. Viper Dad's got another one. Thank you for all the hearts. Y'all keep the hearts up. I'll do another giveaway. We'll do it at 24. Billy. Come on, Whatnot. Come on, Whatnot. You can do it. I was going to dehydrate them, but I tried and they went to, oh. What were you doing, Hummingbird? Kathy's got another one. $7. Good grab, Kathy. $4. Susie, good one. Oh, the dandelions. Ready, go. $4. Susie's got another one. And running, number 20. Marmac. Got like a mosquito terrorizing me over here. One of them got in the door. Running. Michelle the Meadows. One who gave us a blessed chat earlier. Thank you very much. 22, Cheryl. $6, good grab. Ready? Nope. Whatnot went back. Go. 23. Mary, congratulations. And 24, the last one with the variety pack. Is that the Obi? Congratulations. Awesome. All right. Y'all want a couple of them with just peas? Let me get a giveaway going. Giveaway. Some more seeds. There you go. Everybody jump in the giveaway. Did you have to set up to bid or just tap the yellow button? Yeah, just tap the yellow button. Down there, you'll see what the bidding is going. There's a price going right there. You'll see the price going up and then swipe the yellow button. If you go in and you pre-bid, that'll just be a pre-bid. Somebody can always bid $1 more than you as soon as it starts. That just kind of sets the floor. Ooh, dandelion pesto. Yeah, dandelion's supposed to be like really healthy for you. And it's a weed. So we've been looking for it. There's red dandelion or something. It's like really expensive for the seed. If I was looking for bulk, like 5 pounds or 25 pounds so that I could share it with all of y'all. It's a really light seed, so that would be like a ton. So like 5 pounds would be a lot. But all I could find was like a pound. It was like close to $100 for a pound. I just screwed and picked my own. Yeah, I love dandelion using just the flower. Oh, the flower tastes like honey? I have to try that. And everybody's always talking about the root for like tea, right? Guys, this is going to be for all those speckled peas and 2 of the microgreen growers. All right, we'll run a couple of those if anybody wants that until my arm gives out. Ready? 3 minutes in the giveaway. All right, you know the drill. Oop, I got to keep track of this. Got to keep track. All right. bunch of peas. And go. Sanchan. Sanchan's getting a bunch of peas. And false start. That was Whatnot's fault. Ready? Go. Got 2 minutes in the giveaway. Viper Dad. Gonna be growing a bunch of peas. Look at all the peas. And go. Billy, congratulations. Guys, y'all keep double tapping the screen there. I like that. I know your fingers will get tired, but y'all do that and maybe we'll give away some nutrients. How's that sound? Kathy, congratulations. Ready, go. Sorry, this thing lags, and right where I hit start, the cancel button like lags and comes up. So where I usually click start, and I end up canceling it. Congratulations. Ready, go. V-Gang. Welcome in. It's first purchase. My old phone that I'm running this on, I can't see first purchase. Cheryl, congratulations. All new people, welcome in. Welcome to the Keep on Growing family. When I had my iPad, I could see it say first purchase. This, my tiny little phone over here, it doesn't let me know. Julie, congratulations. Julie, you're the one in our Facebook group, right? Posting the picture with all the peas. Julie's growing a bunch of these. Ready, go. Viper Dad's got another one. We'll do a couple more, guys. 30 seconds in the giveaway. We'll do another one. Julie's got another one. Go. 18 seconds in the giveaway. Ellie's got another one. Congratulations. And 10 seconds. And Whatnot won't let me do it. Whatnot said, wait. All right. We were trying to squeeze in the last one. One more. Dunry. Congratulations. You won the giveaway. One more here. Last one, guys, with the big bag of peas. Ready, go. Last one with the big bag of peas. V-Gang. V-Garg. Congratulations. Guys, y'all want giveaway? Double tap, double tap. Always. Hummingbird said always. Here, let's do that. My last bag. Look at all. You get the whole bag of nutrients. That's enough to make about, I think, about 100 gallons. Somebody do the math. It's about a teaspoon. You only need 1 teaspoon for a gallon. You saw that, right? This 2.2 pounds. Thanks, Mike. Can you add my prize win last week for my orders today? Yeah, you're okay. I didn't see Vigart. Okay. Message me on here. Remind me who you are, all right? And I'll toss it in there with it. That would be awesome. Is it too late to math? Yeah, it's too late to math. Okay, I will. Okay. Yeah, and sorry, like I said, I get so many emails, it just got lost in there. I never get to hop on much lately between work and kids, so I won't turn down a Gibby. Aw, we're glad you're here. You're here a lot, Hummingbird. So you guys, anybody spends time here, I really appreciate it. You can consolidate my stuff too if you want. Okay, we'll check. We'll see how much we can put together in the boxes. We try to do the best with shipping. We try to pack the big boxes. Basically, if there's like one more adapter or something, I stuff those like about as much as we could stuff them. If y'all got something else, I might be able to put it into a large flat rate box, which on Whatnot, this is awesome. The large flat rate box, if you go to USPS, it's $32.99. Go look up large flat rate box USPS, $32.99. They only charge us $9.21 here for that. So if I need to, I can put it into the large flat rate box and stick in your other stuff there with it. So they're pretty good on shipping on all this stuff. We got 3 minutes, so we're going to have this. No worries. Super excited to be here. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. Anybody got any questions? Anybody need anything else? We did the big boxes. We did these. I was out of the refillable. We used the refillable in all the big boxes. And I think we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got some of the hybrids that you can only get here on Whatnot. You can't get these on Etsy. This is the one that fits. I was showing you it fits a Gatorade bottle. And it fits all these big bottles too. So if you want to get a big baking dish and do that, then you don't have to worry about refilling it. That's what we're growing the radish in. I'll bring the radish in tomorrow. All right, we've got those in the big baking dishes. We just could only fit so much in here one time, but we harvested some of this. So we're going to harvest the rest of those peas tomorrow morning, and we'll have room up here, and I'll go ahead and either move these peas up, but I'll bring in like some of the ones that we've got outside. Guys, I'm going to play any more trays. These? Yeah, you want me to put some of those in a box? All right, this is going in the giveaway right now. Let's see, we could do these. These. I can put nutrients. And if you don't have the adapters, you really don't need the clay pebbles. Can you demo one of the square trays? Yeah, we'll do one real quick. Now this is just what I'm doing, okay? Purple, we're doing purple. One's got a hole in it, right? Do you put towel in the trays? For like the peas, we just do like that. We just do the peas. If you're going to do small microgreens, tatsoi, collard greens, stuff like that, I probably put a little paper towel. Or let me show you something else. Here's a giveaway. This is a giveaway for this, and then I'll go. We'll do this real quick. All right. Here we go. Justin, congratulations. You won you some nutrients. Isn't that awesome? Thanks so much. No problem. Thank you. Thank all you guys. You guys are all awesome. So there's some more seeds. There's some more seeds going. All right, so for peas, this is all I do. Sprout them in a jar, right? Take them. It's just easy. All right. Put about a single layer. You can do a little double layer if you need to. If they started growing this much, like I said, that's a little too much. Whoops, a little too much for me. If they're sprouting up that big, you want to go ahead and take those and push them down. Make sure they're aiming down. Okay, that's all I do. And I've just been coming in this one right here for about 2 days. I just come in twice a day. When you first put them in like that, cover them up. I just take a piece of cardboard. If you're not using all of yours, you can take another one and put over the top. Okay, I just put a piece of cardboard over the top. Now I come in here twice a day and just spray it. You can take it and you can rinse them twice a day under the water. Don't do hard, like gentle water. Okay, once the roots start popping out the bottom, put your little water in the bottom of that. Okay, and what I'm going to do, I'm going up to the Dollar Tree tomorrow. I'm going to get a bunch more of these. This McCormick. Don't worry about this one. I'm just holding my Hydroponic in it, just so people aren't confused. And they go, I thought you put Hydroponic in it. I'm going to take mine and fill it up with water. And when the roots start coming out the bottom of that, I'm going to set it on top of that. It fits just perfect. And then we'll fill that up with water. So that'd be an experiment. I just had this sitting on the shelf. I wonder if that's the same size. Yeah, you do. I don't know what this came from. Maybe it had chicken nuggets in it or something, or Danish. But that one fits too. This one has a hole in the top, so that won't work. But this one doesn't. So you can just use that just out of your recycling bin. And then that way it's got a little bit more room for roots. I save everything. Oh, and let me show you too. I'm so excited. Awesome. Let me see. Chat went by like quick. No problem, Justin. Doing hydroponics outside. You're going to love it when you get it all going. So it doesn't stay in the other one. You have to move it. No, you don't have to move it. You can go, look, this one right here. Right, see there's roots already coming out the bottom, right? And see how big they are? They only have to get about that big to be microgreens, and you can harvest them and start all over and just keep doing it over and over. You just know, like over here, you don't see people growing microgreens and doing pea shoots like that, right? You go look on the channels and that, they only grow about 3 or 4 inches. So we do things to the extreme over here. If you want to grow them like microgreens, like microgreen growers, about that big and harvest them, this will work. We just like to, I'm experimenting where I want to see if I can take mine to the extreme. And you just get more bang for your buck. I like saving money. I like money. Let me show you something else. Let's see. Tiny seeds in the tray. Can you use clay pebbles? Yeah, maybe clay pebbles, but look, I got these too. I forgot. This is going to be an experiment. These came with the trays, some of them. I mean, they didn't come with them. I just ordered these from the same place. It's cocoa. So I got a couple of those. How about everybody that bought a box tonight, a microgreen kit? I'll take this and I'll throw you a handful of those. I'll throw you like 5 or 6 of those in there with it so you can experiment with that too. How's that? Got to stop making new things. Yeah, here we go. That keeps everything interesting, right? Giveaway. Mary. That's awesome, Mary. Mary, you got more seeds. Awesome. There's more. Getting the giveaway again. All right, so everybody that got a box tonight, I'm going to throw you like a half dozen of these in there. Y'all try this out. Let me know how that works. I'm going to try some too. So that's what you will use like for your smaller seeds. I'm also going to try it with just paper towel. So you know me, I just like to do cheap, right? So me, I'm just going to take mine and just rip that like that. All right, I'm going to try mine like that. When I get mine started, I like to wet the bottom. I wet this tray. That way it's kind of all moisture. And when the roots start to develop, they kind of know where to go, right? I'm just going to try it like that. How's that? One little bag. Right? Then you can always take an extra one or take a piece of cardboard. Come back next week and we'll see how that one's doing. All right, and you can do the same thing with this. Awesome. Now I'm lost. I completely got off track. That's what I was thinking. It might be a lot of room. People, how often do these shows happen? I try to be on at least Friday and Saturday. We're trying to be on during the week and that. We're going through like some stuff with my wife. So that's just going to be like hit and miss if we can make it or not. We're getting ready to start cooking where we can cut this, like do up a stir fry for y'all. I've got a grill out there, brand new grill we're going to use. I had a flat grill. I loved that. It was a Blackstone, and we gave it to some kids. We love Keely. Thank you, Maria. So they could refurbish it and sell it, make some extra money. And I like cooking on the flat grill, but not everybody has one of those. So I was like starting to show people that, and they're going, well, that's nice, but I don't have a flat grill. So I gave that to someone, some teenagers, and we just went and got a cheap barbecue propane grill that I think like almost everyone has. So we're just we want to make it so that everyone feels like it's accessible. And we're going to be cooking. Everybody knows you can cut these and throw them in salad. You can eat them raw. You can dehydrate them. You know, all the normal stuff, right? We want to show you how to get a bunch more into your diet. To me, you know, there's some people who say you just got to eat it raw. I think as long as you get it, if you don't like cook it to death, as long as you're getting it in your diet, you know, it's going to help. One thing that we're talking about, like arugula, is like we have the grill. We like grilled chicken. We marinate it in an Italian dressing. You can do with shrimp too, but you marinate it, grill it, and when it's hot, you take a handful of the baby arugula greens and you set it on top when it's hot, and you let all the juices drip down, and it wilts it. So it doesn't completely cook it. It just wilts it a little bit, and all the flavor goes on, all the arugula and everything. It's like awesome. You can take shrimp and a little bit of butter and garlic and lemon and salt and just fry it up and pour that on the arugula microgreens or broccoli microgreens, or mix them up and pour it on top. And that way you get a bunch of the microgreens. They'll wilt down a little bit, but you're getting a lot more in your diet because everybody's doing this, right? This is everybody saying you grow microgreens, right? Don't have a heart attack. This is what the recipes look like, right? They do microgreens and they make like eggs, or they make something and they go over and they sprinkle some on and do it like garnish and make it look pretty, right? And it'd be like microgreens and they're like, oh, superfood, right? You don't want that. You want a bunch. And that's what we're going to be showing you guys, how to get a bunch into your diet. Anyhow, this is what you can do too. See, when you're growing them, trim off a little, right? For the next 4 or 5 days, these guys be all right. They might start, some of these little ones might start to grow. Some of these might start to die back. These will keep growing, and then you can keep harvesting. You don't have to eat the whole thing at one time. especially when you do the big container. We're going to have the big ones. We're going to take those on harvest this. We're going to bring those in from outside tomorrow night. Continue prayers for Keely. Thank you very much. Let's see who won. Miss JR. Congratulations. Let me get another giveaway going. Y'all want one more giveaway? Hey, did anybody, the hybrid, we've got a couple of those with the variety pack. I'll do a couple of those and we'll call it a night. How about an adapter giveaway? Giveaway seeds. There we go. Is it on? My thing's lagging. All right, that's going to be for a set of the adapters. All right, that's the giveaway, guys. Is it running? My thing's lagging on this side. Sometimes if there's not a giveaway going, a winner will just pop up in front of me. All right, and then we're going to run, when that's running, we'll run a couple of these. That's a hybrid. This is the one you can only get on Whatnot, and there's a pack of seeds. Well, maybe. Come on. Hopefully the computer, it's a new computer. I think there's no memory built up. All the cache and all that was all clear. All right, here we go. Ready? 5 seconds. Do a couple of them. $5. Marmac. Let's see if we can get you guys a couple of deals. Where did it go? Yeah, that's really lagging. There you go. $5. No problem. That's why I like this. We can get on and a couple people can get some good deals. Viper. Congratulations, Viper, still hanging out in here. Come on, screen. You can do it. There we go. Amy. Ready, go. Is it running? Amy. Good pickup. Two minutes in the giveaway, I think. Viper Dad's got another one. And go. Number 6. Viper Dad's got another one. By working on the free shipping. I forgot YouTube and Facebook's over there. 1 second. 7. Susie. Good pickup. $5, Susie. $5, Susie, for seeds and an adapter. I sell these for $19.99 on Etsy. No seeds. They got buy one, get one free. But you're getting it with seeds over here. If Whatnot will let me. There we go. Nope. There we go. Go. $8. Susie's got another one. Some nights I get on here, it's like click, 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 click. And then some nights it's click, and then it's like the little buffer thing going on. There we go. There we go. 9. I think I have 10. We've got 10 of these. Lori, congratulations. And last one. 30 seconds in the giveaway. Viper Dad, congratulations. 20 seconds in the giveaway. Guys, we've got a lot more tomorrow. I'm going to pack up more of these seeds if you guys like the big bags, those bags. Giveaway's going. Let's see. 8 seconds. I had a blast. We'll have some more giveaways tomorrow. Amazon gift cards tomorrow. Y'all come on in here. Maybe I have more than one. We'll get to give away a couple. Congratulations. Who's that? Ursula? I butcher all the names. It's not even showing up on my screen. Congratulations. Guys, I don't know if I can even do a rate on this little tiny screen. Let's go see it. Let's go to some random stream. Y'all throw some emojis in there. Mill Creek. Let's go check out Mill Creek. All right. You have a good one. Let's go ask her a lot of questions about mushrooms. If you get in there, these are the mushroom experts. Sometimes they're not talking about mushrooms. You got any questions about growing your own mushrooms? Get over there and ask. And they dehydrate them too. They sent me like some dehydrated lion's mane. And she makes tea and stuff too. All kinds of stuff. Mill Creek Market, where we're going. All right, I love y'all.
Welcome in, keep on growing. We're hanging out in the garden. Yeah, it's a raid. It's a raid. Oh, we have to do a garden dance. It's a raid. It's a raid. Welcome in. Welcome in, keep on growing. We're hanging out in the garden. We're having sips. We're having sales. How's it going? I love you guys so much. I love you guys so much. If you were in here before, follow Keep On Growing. My mom is taking a bathroom break, so we're gonna figure out how to tag Keep On Growing. If you were in here before, make sure you follow my friend Mike Van Buren. This dude makes growing your own food like easier than ever before. He's got self-watering adapters. He has content about growing your own food than possibly anybody else. I am. Minutes left on our seed giveaway. I've been sending out a lot of seeds, so like, let's get the baby back. Here's our baby cosmos. Beautiful pink mix cosmos. And also there's lots of so far away. And my blankets are all wrapped. I sent it out to
All right, YouTube and that. How do you enter the giveaway? We're ending right now. I'll drop the link one more time. We just rated another live stream. It's Mill Creek Market. Y'all go check them out. They're on YouTube, Facebook. Check them out on Instagram. That's them running on back there. And we'll catch you all later. There you go.